Can you save the cake? Rescuing undercooked cake.
Hello, baking enthusiasts. We've all been there. The timer goes off, you take the cake out of the oven, only to find out it's undercooked. The question on everyone's mind then is, can you salvage the cake by putting it back in the oven? Today, we'll explore this in detail.
Can I put the cake back in the oven?
Yes, you can put the cake back in the oven if it's undercooked. However, there's a right way to do it to prevent further mishaps. The most important thing is not to panic.
How to properly put the cake back in the oven?
First, it's crucial to understand your oven's behavior. Every oven is different. Some have hot spots, others don't distribute heat evenly. So knowing your oven's tendencies can help in adjusting the temperature or positioning the cake. Secondly, if the cake is just a little undercooked, reduce the oven temperature by 10 to 20 degrees and bake it a little longer. This will allow the cake to bake through without the outside becoming too dry or burnt. If the cake is significantly undercooked, you might want to use a water bath technique. Place your cake pan in a larger pan filled with hot water, then bake. This method ensures a more even, slower heat source and reduces the risk of the outside burning while the inside finishes cooking.
What if my cake is already cooled down?
If your cake has cooled down considerably before you realized it was undercooked, it's still safe to put it back in the oven. Preheat the oven to a lower temperature and bake for a bit longer. This gradual heating will help cook the cake without drying it out.
Are there any alternatives to putting the cake back in the oven?
Yes, indeed. If you're hesitant about putting your cake back in the oven, you can try to save it by making a trifle. Break the cake into small pieces, layer it with fruit and cream, and voila, you have a new dessert. Another option could be to crumble the undercooked cake and roll it into cake pops, with a frosting or a cream cheese binder. There you have it. If your cake is undercooked, don't despair. You can often salvage it by putting it back in the oven or transforming it into a new dessert. Remember, baking is a science and an art. Don't be afraid to experiment and learn from your mistakes. Happy baking, everyone!